Catino. Okay, Mr. Riley. Yeah, get the light. So I'll just say, I'll start off by saying this. Riley, obviously, is our team MVP. Also first team All-League, first team All-CIF for Riley. So. That's big time. You know, I mean, first team all anything is amazing. First team all complaining is good. MVP. You know, Riley comes from a water polo background. His brothers played, right? Multiple. And he knows the game so well. I mean, he's like a coach. And I've always told all my players, like, don't be a coach. Please don't be a coach. Go be a doctor, be a lawyer, be anything but a coach. Because it will suck you in and you can never get out. But he is built for that type of mindset. You know, he demands a lot from himself and he demands a lot from his teammates. And sometimes that rubs people the wrong way. I personally love it. I personally like that because you need people like that on your team. You need guys who are going to hold other guys accountable for mistakes that they made. And I think the hardest challenge for Riley this year, coming into this year, was being able to take some of that criticism back. You know, he wanted to argue. He wanted to say, no, I saw it this way. And those were some of the small battles that him and I had this year. In the off season. But once we got into the season, there was a turning point. I honestly can't even tell you when it was, but he really bought into my coaching, and it was a lot more of, okay, I understand, I got you. And I really do think that just lifting that weight off of his shoulders of needing to, you know, justify what he's doing helped him play just more free. And, you know, I think Riley doesn't get as much credit as he deserves. You know, like he's a killer. I mean, and that's how I describe him. He wants the ball in his hand. He's willing to miss the last shot. He's willing to take the last shot. He's willing to fail, and that is something that is unique. It's not consistent throughout every player on every team. It's just not. You have to be willing to take a lot of risks. And I think Riley is willing to do that. You know, you see him try some shots and make some passes that maybe aren't the smartest decisions, but sometimes they work. Sometimes they work. And I'm not the type that's going to put someone like that in a box and let him, you know, and try to control that, because that just isn't to the benefit of him. He's always been the underdog. And I don't even know a lot of his club background or all that kind of stuff, but I just, from what he's told me, he's always been the guy that's been the underdog. And this was the opportunity for him to have a team of his own and try to lead that team. And you know what? Sometimes we were successful, sometimes we weren't. Sometimes we had amazing games and comebacks, and sometimes we didn't. But I feel really good about Riley being in our corner. I feel really good about Riley being on our team and not having to worry about him on the other team. And I think as long as everybody's on the same page and, you know, he's playing free and enjoying what he's doing, that really the sky's the limit for him. You know, this is not an insult at all. I couldn't believe, I really couldn't. Most goals in a game ever by an Orange Lutheran player, Riley Catino. Most goals in a season ever, Riley Catino. He led us in several statistical categories. He's developed a tremendous amount. And I think it has to do with his work ethic and his commitment to the team. So I just want to say MVP Riley Catino, thank you so much.